Rimuru has experienced firsthand exactly what can go wrong if things aren't completely thought out, like cause no harm to humans. Of course, with the demise of Shion, as well as quite a few others, Rimuru is not really open for negotiations with the Falmouth Kingdom. Talking to the hero Yom, telling him, I'm going to put you as the new king in charge, because, better to have a lackey than, well, whatever they've got now. And as we descend into the war room planning stage, how to overcome the kingdom, I hope we're in for some good scenes, and everyone to let off a little steam. And taking on the humans, taking down the kingdom, is there going to be like a small detachment of ones that aren't fighters, slowly picking up the pieces, clearing the debris from the town? But with Rimuru really seeming pushed down the path of becoming a demon lord, do you think this was in Clayman's plans? Maybe he was actually really just trying to help out. And are we going to see that little fairy one? She kind of helped out with the kids and getting them the spirit summons, but getting back to the story of the girl and her dragon. The fact that you can just, create doubles of yourselves, something that the slime Rimuru has done a few times. Hopefully this is a precursor to the story of Rimuru. Kind of dual fates. Do you think if this attempt to regain everyone in the Tempest Federation is successful? Shh! You're meant to be... See, you're meant to be sneaking listening, Don't make too much noise. But do you think Rimuru is going to go against the whole there's only 3% chance of things? Just keep a list of everything and interject at the end. Finally laying everything bare. Destroy my computer. And not much has really been used from the previous past into this story, apart from like a human's perspective in a monster world. Yeah, we don't need to see more fox-eared Rimuru. Or wolf-eared, I guess. And from small battles like that to now the destruction of the village, all-out war, the arrival of like demon lords. So everyone else inside the meeting seemed to be able to hold their composure. And it wasn't a bad idea because it gave you the opportunity to get into the other kingdoms, like Blumond. I mean, things would have been slightly different, but so everything that they've gained so far, once it was tested, this is the whole like I am Spartacus thing where they all stand up and admit their own responsibility in the matter. Yeah, it's your fault, Copter. It's all your fault. Although, with those feelings, he did manage to build this society. And that's how a slime bows. But now that they have gone through the hardships, they at least kind of know what to look out for in the future. But I don't think anyone is going to make the same mistakes. Yeah. Outside people, not these ones. As much as it would bother them having a slime, well, that was sorted easily. And it's not like he has any ulterior motives behind all of this anyway, because he's a human. Pretty much like everyone else treating people as an individual rather than a collective. This is why tribalism and all that is just insane to me. I mean, just like the humans that he has on his table now, or the merchant dude. It all depends. So Rimuru is going to be a protector of the world. Unfortunately, it seems to take overwhelming power to keep them all in check. It's just a new breed of Demon Lord. A new, softer, more squeezable Demon Lord. Gabadoo! I mean, now with a reaffirmed vigour and everyone celebrating Rimuru and being part of this big collective family. And now with these cheerful feelings, it's time to face the world. It works fine here with just like a few hundred people, but when you get into a world stage, different nations, different cultures. Which means you have 3 days of prep. Plenty of time. That hardly seems fair. Individually, they are weak. There's probably a few standout ones in there, though. But is there anything that he'll unlock by killing all those humans, taking all their souls? And is he going to have work for the rest of them to do in the meantime, though? Is one step of that plan. This is Rimuru we're talking about. And after, everything that has happened, there's no need to pull your punches or be kind. And so we're going to get a little bit of work and action for the rest of them. Their destination are the barriers. A coordinated strike. Really? Just angry? I think there's a few more emotions in there, Gobda. Which makes the most strategic sense? Benimaru on his own, and Gabbardoo gets a time to shine. The shadows to the north. I don't think they're trying to be sneaky anymore. Just give him a few minutes and he'll be done. Benimaru by himself, Gabbardoo and his men, the shadows, and then the three: Gobta, Sensei, and Geld. That could be a cool team. We haven't seen the Orc do anything since the invasion. Already had one run-in before. But after seeing their techniques, you've already analysed and found a way of beating it. The fire has definitely been lit. But about the others, do they want to part in this? Good thing they were thinking about that. There's already the one by Rimuru, but she already put one big anti-magic barrier down, so things look like they'll be working out. I don't really expect anyone to be, sneaking into Tempest to be able to take down Shuna and whatnot, but it's a good idea to protect them just in case. And if they manage to take out all of the barriers all at once, there won't be anyone to relay communications back. And now, the true strength of the family of monsters. Oh boy. You'll just have to get there first, won't you? Is he not already? You can't put let your guard down against him again, but good. Have a word. It's not just taking down the kingdom, but becoming a demon lord. Also, punishing those who have acted up. What a heartwarming reunion. What a disrespectful sight. Oh. But he is showing an imposing figure. Gabiru-sama kakkui! Do the humans really have anything prepared for an assault? We have time. We might actually see something here. Benimaru just, walking straight in. Some of them taking this a little more seriously than others. Hopefully when they woke up this morning they didn't realise they were all about to be slaughtered. You got quite an easy guard duty. Hopefully. I remember the imposing Rimuru in the skies from previous fights, surveying the battlefield. They are just meat to the grinder. Okay. Next episode is going to be interesting. Hopefully they animate it quite well. 5 battles and 5 fronts. The fact that Benimaru got an encampment all to himself to take out. How do the others feel about that? Do they want more action just for themselves? But should it all be successful, the reunion of Shion back into the fold and Gobzo, and all the other kind of slightly unnamed goblins and whatnot. I hope we can compose ourselves. Megiddo. And since the humans, I don't believe they've set up any anti-magic, anti-monster barriers around these barrier stones, which might be an oversight on their behalf. The battles may be a little more, well, not really even, quite one-sided, but how they should be. But to the normal troops and mercenaries, I'm not expecting much more, just a tally chart going up in Rimuru's head. But the Holy Knights at the Four Corners, after seeing the fight that one of them put up against Rimuru himself, might be kinda cool. And I can't wait to see what happens to those reincarnated. It might be a little late for them to really repent for everything that they have done, but they can think about that in their next life. For now, all roads point towards a massive power spike, Rimuru becoming a demon lord, which means that more than ever, people are going to have to start taking notice. So if that's something you want to see, make sure to come back. And if you enjoyed this one, let me know down below. Maybe even leaving a like, because, well, YouTube likes, retention rates and interactions, but it also helps me know. But if you really want more of a say, consider joining onto my Discord, because we hold polls there about what's coming up on the channel, and inane nonsense that really means nothing to anyone. But make sure to get some rest, and I hope you never find yourselves on the wrong end of a demon. And I'll see you in the next one. If you want to be part of my war council, obviously there's not any battles going on nearby, but you can never be underprepared, especially when it comes to anime. So I need to thank my patrons, because they are the ever-so-wise leader, giving me and my channel proper instructions. So, to Sal, Electric Ant, Arthea, Noku, Raywin, Shiwan, Mecha, Jennifer Rojas, Steensfire, Big Boy, Mats, Rasmus Paulson, Gurley, Dark Shadow 7899, Kite, Saltytron, Mauricio Lozano, and everyone else. We may take over the world, but let's start small.